Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SpeakEasy English Podcast, where learning English feels natural and fun.
Hey there, I am Jack, and it is so good to be here with you all today.
And I am Lucy. Jack, you look really excited today. What is going on?
I am excited, Lucy. I love this time of year. Fresh starts, new goals, new possibilities.
Ah, the new year energy. I feel it too. There is something special about January, right?
There really is, and today we have a topic that I think will help a lot of people.
We do. Today we are talking about how to actually learn English in 2026.
Not just dream about it, not just wish for it, but actually do it.
Exactly. And we are going to keep it simple and real. No complicated theories, just a plan that works.
Before we jump in, a quick favor. If you are listening and you find this helpful, please subscribe to SpeakEasy English Podcast.
Yes, and hit that like button. It really helps us reach more learners like you.
And share this with a friend who wants to improve their English this year. Learning together is more fun.
All right, Jack, let us dive in. So, learning English in 2026. Where do we even start?
Well, I think we need to be honest first. Lucy, is learning English easy?
That is a good question. It can be fun, but easy? Not always.
Right. I think people need to hear the truth. It takes effort.
It does, but here's the thing. It doesn't have to be painful or boring.
Exactly. You do not need to study for 8 hours a day like you're preparing for a huge exam.
No way. That would be exhausting. You would burn out in a week.
So what is the secret then?
The secret is consistency. Small actions every single day.
Every day, not just Monday and Tuesday and then nothing for a week.
Right. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do it every morning, right?
Of course, it is just part of my routine.
English should be the same. A daily habit, not a special event.
I love that. So how much time are we talking about? 20 minutes? 30?
Even 15 minutes is fine. The key is you do not skip days.
Okay, so let's say I have 15 minutes. What should I do with that time?
Great question. Let me give you a simple formula that works.
A formula. I like formulas. They make things clear.
So, in your 15 minutes, do 3 things. Listen, speak, and review.
Listen, speak, and review. That sounds manageable. Break it down for me.
Okay. First, listen. Spend 5 minutes listening to something in English.
Like this podcast?
Exactly. Or a YouTube video, a song, an audiobook, anything you enjoy.
So it doesn't have to be a boring textbook.
No, please do not bore yourself. Find content that interests you.
That makes sense. If I like cooking, I can watch cooking videos in English.
Perfect. Your brain learns better when you're interested.
Okay, so 5 minutes of listening. What's next?
Next is speaking. Spend 5 minutes using your voice.
But what if I'm alone? Who do I talk to?
Talk to yourself, Jack. I do it all the time.
You do?
I do. I describe what I'm doing. I'm making coffee. I'm looking out the window. It's raining today.
So you narrate your life like a documentary.
Exactly. And it works. Your mouth gets used to making English sounds.
That's actually brilliant. And no one needs to hear me so I don't feel embarrassed.
Right. You are practicing in a safe space.
Okay, listening and speaking. What is the third thing?
The third is review. Spend 5 minutes reviewing what you learned recently.
Like going back over vocabulary or phrases?
Yes, look at your notes from yesterday or last week. Read them out loud again.
Repetition helps memory.
It really does. Your brain needs to see words multiple times to remember them.
So listen, speak, review. 15 minutes total. That is so doable.
It is. And if you do this every day for a year, imagine the progress.
365 days of practice. That adds up.
It really does. Small steps, big results.
But Lucy, I have a question. What about grammar? Should I study grammar rules?
Grammar is important, but do not obsess over it at the beginning.
What do you mean?
I mean, do not sit with a grammar book for hours memorizing rules. That kills motivation.
So, how should people learn grammar?
Learn it naturally. When you listen and read, you will see patterns. Your brain figures it out.
So, grammar comes from exposure, not just rules.
Exactly. You absorb it over time.
That takes pressure off. I like that approach.
Now, Jack, can I add something important?
Of course, what is it?
Seriously, rest. People forget about rest.
Rest is part of learning?
It absolutely is. Your brain needs sleep to process new information.
So, if I study late at night when I am exhausted, it doesn't work well?
Right. Quality over quantity. 15 focused minutes is better than 1 tired hour.
And I shouldn't feel guilty about taking a day off if I'm sick or really busy.
Warmly. Exactly. Life happens. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Just get back to it the next day.
That is the attitude. Progress, not perfection.
Lucy, what about mistakes? I think a lot of people are afraid to speak because they will make mistakes.
Oh, mistakes are your best teacher.
Really?
Yes, every mistake shows you something you need to learn.
So I should not be embarrassed.
Not at all. Native speakers make mistakes too. Language is messy and alive.
That is really freeing to hear.
In 2026, make a goal. Make 100 mistakes.
100 mistakes? That is a funny goal.
But it is a good one. It means you are trying, you are speaking, you are brave.
I love that mindset. Okay, so we have our daily 15 minutes. We are not afraid of mistakes. What else?
I think we need to talk about motivation. January is easy. Everyone is excited in January.
True, but what about April or August?
Exactly. The middle of the year is the danger zone.
So how do we stay motivated when the excitement fades?
You need a clear reason, a why.
A why?
Yes. Why do you want to learn English? Write it down.
Like, I want to travel, or I want a better job, or I want to understand movies.
Exactly. When you feel tired or bored, read that reason again. Remember why you started.
That is powerful. Your reason keeps you going.
And celebrate small wins. Do not wait until you are fluent to feel proud.
What kind of small wins?
Maybe you understood a whole podcast episode, or you had a short conversation, or you learned 10 new words this week.
So we notice progress, even small progress.
Yes, that keeps you motivated.
Jack, I think we have covered a lot. Should we summarize?
Yes, let us give everyone a clear plan they can follow.
Okay, step 1, make English a daily habit, 15 minutes minimum.
Step 2, do 3 things. Listen, speak, and review.
Step 3, do not stress about grammar. Learn it naturally through exposure.
Step 4, rest when you need to. Be kind to yourself.
Step 5, mistakes are good. They mean you are learning.
And step 6, remember your why. Keep your motivation strong all year.
That is a solid plan. I think people can really do this.
I do too. And we will be here every week to support you.
That is right. We are your study partners.
So, listeners, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what is your English goal for 2026?
Maybe you want to watch movies without subtitles or speak confidently at work. Tell us.
And tell us which of these tips you will start with today.
Writing it down is the first step. Make a commitment.
If this episode motivated you, please give us a like and subscribe to Speak Easy English Podcast.
We have so many great episodes coming this year. You do not want to miss them.
And share this with someone who needs a little push to start learning.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
We believe in you. You can do this. Make 2026 your English year.
Consistency, courage, and a little fun. That's the recipe.
See you next week, everyone. Keep practicing.
Bye for now. Happy learning.
Bye.